गणपति मूल मंत्र ओम हम सं गं भगवते नित्ययोगयुक्ताय सच्चिदानन्दरूपिणे विनायकाय नमः। दक्षिणमूर्ति गुरुस्तोत्र। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। विवेकानंद प्रार्थना। नमः श्री यतिराजाय विवेकानंद सूरये सच्चित् सुख स्वरूपाय स्वामिने तापहारिणे सामरस्य प्रेयर फॉर हार्मनी फ्रॉम ऋग्वेदा। ओम संघच्छत्वं संवदत्वं संभो मनांसि जानतां देवा भावै यथा पूर्वे संजानाना उपासते समानो मन्त्रः समितिः समानी समानं मनस्सः चित्तमेषां समानं मन्त्रः विमन्त्रयेवः समानेन वो हविषा जुहोमि समानी वहापूतिः समाना हृदयानि वः समानमस्तु वो मनः यथा वस्तु सहासति। पंचांग अद्यतन पंचांग पंचविंशत्यधिक एकशतोत्तर पंचसहस्रतम कलियुगाब्दः श्री शोभकृत् नाम संवत्सरः दक्षिणायनं शरद ऋतुः कार्तिक मासः कृष्णपक्षः नवमी तिथिः उत्तर फल्गुनी नक्षत्रं प्रीतियोगः तैतिलकरणं सौम्यवासरः। Today's date 6th December 2023 Wednesday. Shubhamastu. Shloka from Gita, chapter 13, verse 21. Purushah prakritisto hi bhukte prakritijan gunan karanam gunasangosya सदसत्यो निजन्मसु. Meaning, when the Purush, individual soul seated in Prakriti, the material energy, desires to enjoy the three gunas, attachment to them becomes the cause of its birth in superior and inferior wombs.
Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Suprabhatam. We'll first see the word split. Purushaha prakristhaha hi bhungte prakritijan gunan karanam gunasangaha asya sadasadyoni janmasu is one compound word. So far we are in the kshetrajna vibhaga yoga. So previously the nature of Prakriti was spoken, and now what is the cause of bondage of the Purusha in this Prakriti. So that is mentioned in this shloka, and how to overcome that, how to attain that state of Kaivalyam. That is also implied, though not explicitly stated, implied in this shloka as we look at the commentary of Acharya Shankara. So, Prakritim Purusham Chaiva Vidyanadi Ubhavapi Vikaramscha Gunamschaiva Vidhi Prakriti Sambhavan Karya Karana Kartrutve Hetu Prakriti Ruchyate Purusha Sukha Dukkhanam Bhoktritve Hetu Ruchyate. All that clarity about what is the role of Prakriti, what is the role of Purusha, all that was mentioned. So here it is stated in a continuation towards that. What happens? That is Prakristhaha Purushaha, Purusha who has entangled himself in the Prakriti, Bhumte Prakritijan Guna. Bhumte, he experiences all the attributes manifested by Prakriti. What are all the attributes manifested by the Prakriti? Sukha, Dukkha, Mohatmakaha. Sukha in the form of Sattva, and Dukkha is Rajas, and then Moha is a delusion, confusion, lack of clarity, wrong understanding, is a mark of Tamas. So all these kinds of experiences, Prakritija Guna refers to especially or particularly the three gunas, but what kind of experience the Purusha gets, or this is not, Purusha is not somewhere situated on the top of Himalayas, it is an integral component of our day-to-day experience. We are in a sense a mix of Purusha and Prakriti. So the Prakriti exhibits Sattva, Rajas and Tamas, and the Purusha experiences Sukha, Dukkha and Moha. So Prakritijan Gunan Bhumte, he experiences. Why does this experience happen? Karanam, the cause is Guna Sangaha Asya, his Sangha or attachment to the Gunas. The Purusha, because of the Anadi Avidya, which is mentioned even in the commentary of Acharya Shankara, and which is there, which is accepted even in the yogic thought also, the Avidya, which is Anadi, so it creates, which goes between or kind of, which is the finest expression of Prakriti, it deludes Purusha into considering that these experiences of Sattva, Rajas, Tamas are my own. So while consciousness is free from all these things, it is Satchidananda, Satyam Jnanam Anantam, but Avidya which continues from the Anadikala without a beginning, so that deludes him to or deceives him to see that this is Sukha, this is Dukkha, and this confusion, delusion, wrong understanding, it belongs to me only. It is I am the one who is undergoing Sukha, I am the one who is undergoing Dukkha, I am the one who is deluded or confused. So that Guna Sangha, attachment to the Gunas, that is the cause which makes him experience all the manifestations, all the things presented by the Prakriti, and this also leads him to Sat, Asat, Yoni, Janma. So various kinds of lives, various kinds of births, because of that he has to take Sadyoni, Asadyoni, and there is an implied another component, Sadasadyoni. Sadyoni, as Acharya Shankara explains, is Deva Yoni, divine kind of living, and then Asadyoni is Asuric, a life dominated by Asuric qualities, and also a life where higher intelligence cannot exhibit itself, that is also Asadyoni. Sadyoni is where higher intelligence, greater refinement, movement towards higher knowledge is possible, that is Sadyoni. Asadyoni is where it is bound to the carnal and material realm of life, and then Sadasatyoni. So if Sadyoni is to be taken as Devas, Asadyoni is to be taken as the animals or the animal kingdom, Sadasatyoni, Acharya Shankara says, is human life, where there is a possibility of us, the human beings, to raise to the level of Sat or to descend to the level of Asat. So hence Sadasatyoni. So these possibilities are there for the Purusha in the conjunction with the gunas, and this conjunction itself is due to avidya. So hence the implied teaching that is there in this, so this is the statement of fact. So why this worldly life experience etc. is there? It is because of the Purusha being deceived by the avidya and his misidentification of himself with the attributes of Prakriti. Now what is the take home? What do we need to release ourselves from this kind of a delusion to the state of Kaivalya or Moksha? That is indicated Guna Sangaha. Guna Sangaha. So then what we need to cultivate is Asanga, Vairagya. So Vairagya has to be in our day-to-day life. To so many things we get habituated. So a level of a teaspoon of Vairagya every day will be helpful. So of course good habits are very essential, but a teaspoon of Vairagya is also a good habit to be cultivated, so which will progressively help us to release ourselves from the various sufferings in life. So hence, as Acharya Shankara again mentions, while jnana is a very important component to attain Kaivalya, which was stated as Nyayam Yattat Pravakshyami Yajnatva Amritam Ashnute. So by knowing about the nature of Purusha, knowledge is very important to attain the state of Kaivalya, but another important ingredient which makes the jnana lead us to Kaivalya is Vairagya. Jnana and Vairagya. So mere jnana bereft of Vairagya will only make us just people loaded with knowledge, which cannot be translated into any experience. But jnana with asanga, as indicated here, jnana with Vairagya, if it is coupled, that is when we can slowly move towards the state of Kaivalya, or else it will only be a daydream that only by reading books we will reach Kaivalya. Nayamatma pravachanena labhya. The Atman cannot be achieved only by listening to or giving lectures. It is by cultivating a little by little Vairagya in our life that leads us to higher spheres and higher refinement in life. That seems to be the message from this shloka.
Good morning, Suprabhatam to all. Today we have esteemed guest with us. I am very happy to introduce him to all of you. Shri Bhaskar Bhattji. He is a MD, Tata Sons Private Limited. He is also a former MD, Titans Group. We welcome you, sir, for our university. I also request our guest to hoist the flag after the Shanti Mantra.
Shanti Mantra. Sarve bhavantu sukhinah, sarve santu niramaya, sarve bhadrani pashyantu, ma kaschid dukha bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल गंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ Mataram.